Hey, Shalom. I was wanting to pick up where I left off from the last video, and I'm going to try to cover the next 5 chapters. So Isaiah 30 and 31 is where Yahweh is warning about relying on Mitsrayim. And so 1 through 6, or really 7, is during the time of Jeremiah when he was telling them to not flee to Mitsrayim. And if they did, that he was going to place a foundation stone in Mitsrayim, and that King of Babylon would come and capture them. So, the way I see it is all of his people didn't go into captivity, and he did leave some in the land. And, he just wanted everybody to, bow down to the King of Babylon. And, anyways, they wasn't. They was trying to repair the breaks in the walls and stuff, trying to fight the Babylonians. So they never listened the whole time. So, and so I'm going to start right here. So verse 8. Now go write it before them in a table and note it in a sefer, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the Torah of Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things, prophecy deceits. See, they love prophecy deceit. Yahweh exposes the wise. They think they've got this line pen of the scribes figured out. No, they don't. They're in a delusion. But, anyways, so get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Yasharel to cease from before us. Wherefore thus says the Holy One of Yasharel, because ye despise this word, this was the ancestors, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in the high wall. Okay, whose breaking comes suddenly at an instant, and he shall break it into a breaking of the potter's vessel, that in broken pieces he shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it assured to take from the fire from the hearth, or to take water without out of the pit. For thus says Yahweh, the Holy One of Yasharel, in returning in rest shall ye be saved, in quietness and confidence shall be your strength, and ye would not. But ye said, no, for we will flee upon horses. Therefore shall ye flee. Okay, I'm going to let y'all read that. I already did this in this last video. But I actually wanted to start right here, verse 7. You see, y'all can finish reading that, but right here. So 1,000 shall flee at the rebuke, okay, until you're left on top of a mountain as an inside on a hill, okay? That was it. So in between verse 17 and 18... there is no second temple, okay? This is what we have to realize when we're reading Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, the Torah, Micah. So you're never going to see a second temple era prophesied. So if it was legit and it was really in Isaiah 8:20, it would be right here, y'all. It'd be in between 17 and 18, but it's not. And so, verse 18, this is Baraka for Yahweh's people. This hasn't came to pass yet. And therefore will Yahweh wait, that he may be gracious unto you. Therefore will he be exalted. See, he's not being exalted. His name is being blasphemed every day, Isaiah 52, because y'all are saying this second temple came to pass. Y'all are all following Malachi, and it's telling you right there, if you put that and Malachi and Zechariah together, you'll realize that this whole second temple is the pig. A pig was slaughtered on this second temple, and it's JC. His name, we know it means earth pig, but black or white, it don't matter what color you want to paint him, he's still an idol, an image that we're not supposed to have any image in the heaven of either a male or a female. Okay, so he says he's going to wait, that he may be gracious to you, therefore will he be exalted, that he may have mercy upon you. He hasn't had mercy upon Yasharel yet, ever. He hid himself in great anger. He really hid himself for a long time. And y'all all think he came back with JC in the flesh and all this. That's not true, y'all. This is proving it right here. So this is proving that Enoch is trash. Malachi, Daniel, Zechariah, Haggai, Nehemiah, Esther, Ruth, all the Ketuvim, all the Apocryphas, all the New Testament, all the books of wisdom, Second Temple books. They're a myth. Yahweh's testing y'all. Deuteronomy 13. That prophet, that dreamer dream did come to pass that leads his people to a new mighty one. And so that's why he had to take the prophets away, y'all. The prophets, and once the idolatry came into Judah, their wound became incurable. They were speaking lies in Yahweh's name, the priests and the prophets and the kings. Everybody refused. They said, no, we will not quit worshiping the Queen of Heaven, which is the moon. And they were crying, weeping over Tammuz, worshiping the sun in Ezekiel 8. This is JC and Mary right here, just with a different name. Y'all gotta, if you truly want to flee Babylon as fast as possible, then you need to drop the second temple, along with all of Solomon's corrupted, counterfeit wisdom. Okay, for Yahweh is the Elohai of judgment. Blessed are all that wait for him. For the people shall dwell in Zion at Jerusalem. You shall weep no more. He shall be very gracious unto you at the voice of your cry, when we're crying out to him when there is no water. When he shall hear it, he will answer you. And though Yahweh give you the bread of adversity and water of affliction, yet shall not your teacher, not teachers, teacher is his translation, teacher, Yahweh is the only teacher. There's no other but Yahweh. And if you think there's somebody other than Yahweh in his one name, you're an adulteress. You're a liar. Whether you want to see it or not. Okay, removed. Okay. Be removed. Okay, yet shall not your teacher, Yahweh, be removed into a corner anymore, but your eyes shall see your teacher, and your ears shall hear a word behind you saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left. That's Micah 2. Micah 2, Yasharel's leader, who is David, King David. Isaiah 55, there's so many chapters proving that King David himself is going to be the commander and leader over Yasharel, that one shepherd, in these end times. And I think this is when it says, and your ears shall hear a word behind you. So we're going to see Yahweh with our face to face. And see, Matthew 24 is deceiving y'all because it's saying when you see the whatever you want to call it, anti-Mashiach or antichrist or whatever, anything like that. But it's saying when you see the false Messiah in the desert, don't go. When you see him in the secret chambers, don't even go. Don't look. Go. You better go. You better go because that's going to be King David, your actual king. JC is uninvited. He's on unfamiliar ground. JC, black or white, ain't for Yasharel. Okay. This is the way you walk in it when you turn to the right. Okay. You shall defile also the covering of your graven images. Covering of your graven images of silver and the ornament of your molten images of gold, the sun and moon, male and female. Deuteronomy 4:2. Don't be seduced when you look up into the sky at the sun, moon, and stars. For these are the nation's gods. They're not gods, they're cherubim. Do not make for yourself an image of a likeness of a male or a female. But y'all are with this second temple. Y'all definitely are. So you can't say you're Yahweh only and then run around here quoting Proverbs, Psalms, Daniel, Zechariah, Maccabees, and all this dumb stuff. Because you're speaking outside of Isaiah 8:20. We're supposed to Jeremiah 23, expose these false prophets, these dreamers' dreams that did come to pass, that Yahweh was testing his people through to see whether they truly love him or not. And y'all don't truly love him because y'all won't even take heed. Y'all don't realize how many people I've told on a daily basis for over 4 years straight. And it's the same thing. Everybody says, nope, we're not going to hear you. Not me, Yahweh. I'm not talking about me. I mean, yeah, of course they're gonna look at my skin color, which, hey, that's their own downfall. But some of them actually do try to grasp it. Like there was this guy that was like, oh, I want to put you on a radio station, blah, 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 17,000 people. I was like, well, you really need to understand what I'm saying that his word says, because you think that everybody's just gonna like what they're hearing. I said, and you first and foremost need to see if you can grasp it first, because if you don't like it, there ain't no way you gonna let that get out. And so we contacted each other. I know how to help somebody easily. And I know, I mean, he just rejects it. He rejected it. And then, no, you ain't even going to know how it ended. Like, he got raging mad. Like, he went from nice as heck, really nice, to raging mad. Because he couldn't see what I was seeing. He's a heart. He's got that idol locked up in his heart. And he thinks he's still hiding it because he left the New Testament. Well, he thinks he's hiding it. And see, that's why I said you better make sure that you grasp this, because I already know. See, once you come out, the people that come out of the New Testament, oh, they're all cool. Until you start touching books like Psalms, Proverbs, Job, Daniel, Zechariah. Like, it's like they have a come apart. They're worse than the New Testament people. These New Testament people ain't that. I mean, they're idolaters. And they're out there. But these OT and Tanakh should know better. And they're vicious. They are. They'll rip you apart. So try to. But Yahweh, he's had my back the whole time, man. And I thank him for that. This is why, another reason I work so hard, to know him so nobody can lie to me about who he is. I know who he is, down to the T. And I know when somebody's lying on him, which a lot of y'all are doing. A lot of y'all are doing. And I see that Ayo Nasir, he made another video saying it could have been a prophetic dream, whatever. Everybody's talking about these dreams they're having. I'm going to tell you what that is. Y'all was letting them know it's coming for you. It's coming for you. You shouldn't be having dreams. When I first came in this walk, I used to have dreams. It's because I was in the apocalyptic books. I was still on idolatry. And I was having some crazy dreams. I'm talking about big white horse and all this, being on this big white horse. It all makes sense now. But no, once I dropped that stuff, all that stuff went away. I even had a vision at the very beginning. I ain't even going to get into it. But yes, I absolutely did. I absolutely did, under the name of JC. Yeah, I've witnessed things under his name because there is power. He is... The Psalms, 82 is literally Yahweh talking to the host of heaven, because the sun and moon has rule over the day and night. And them two are the one he put his people into the hands of. And, but anyways, I'm going to just get back to this. Okay, so you're going to defile your covering of your graven images. Okay, you cast them away like a minstrel's cloth. You say, get you hence. Then shall he give the rain of your seed, that you shall sow the ground withal, and bread of increase of earth, and it shall be fat and plenteous. In that day shall the cattle feed in large pastures. Okay, and the oxen likewise, the young asses, the ear of the ground, shall eat clean provender, which has been winnowed with a shovel with fan. And there shall be upon every high mountain and upon every high hill rivers and streams of water in the day of the great slaughter. There's going to be a great slaughter. So the great slaughter, when the towers fall, because they're doing this Project Blue Green stuff, and that's why Elon Musk says there's Memphis, Tennessee is the capital of ancient Egypt, and a new God is coming from here. Well, they're going to project. We all know that what they're going to do on this part. But y'all don't know about Micah 3. And then Jeremiah 8, 1 through 3. Because they are taking these bones also of the ancients, of the kings, prophets, and